Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vannin and you join me on another stream here in Satisfactory. A few things have changed. I started to put a bit of infrastructure around. I decided to use some of them. So the new pylons, I've popped a few of those around and want to see what they did and how they work. They put them down and then you have like you put wires on them. It is really not that difficult. They just look wicked cool. They have connections at the bottom for ordinary electrical connections, and then they have the ones at the top for for another pylon, and they go much further than an ordinary power pole. And they're about a foundation-ish. They hang over a bit, but yeah, they're about a foundation. So, knock yourself out with them. They're awesome. I've basically just been pottering around as my style of trying to figure out what I want to do and how I want to build and how I want to put things out is very just sort of like playing around. Sadly I can't do anything about this. Never mind. So yeah, I've kind of changed some bits around. Don't know whether they'll stay. Don't know whether I like this edge for what'll be the railway. Don't know whether it'll be too close because the railway runs down the center here. And I've already unlocked the rail line. So let's see what it would. Ooh, what do that for? What does it look like? I mean, it's not horrendous, is it? So, yeah. That might work. That might be a thing. Who knows? So, up here, we've been doing, so the train line here, or say me. And as you can see, it's not really changed from probably the last time. The difference is I've just messed around with different, different materials, really. So we've unlocked a few more bits and pieces, and I've gone into the shop as well and purchased some other bits, but we'll go and have a look at that just now. I then started playing around with how did I want to bring down the materials and stuff from up the top here, and I just started placing walls down, so nothing particularly interesting. Again, I'm not utterly sold on it. It may change. Not too sure. But right now it's starting to come together. I'll need to see how other things fit in. I'll also need to have to try and put down a train station. Can I put one of those down? Can I ever get some heavy modular frames? Because that might be a thing that I need to do first and foremost, is actually get a train station down. Is the train station going to fit here? Because if I put it here, it's right in front of that, and I kind of want that to be something that people can see. So, do I then have like the train come in much further down? Thinking that might be a thing. But what I might do is actually have the train come in there and come down here and try and make this look like a train station. I plan on having, I think it's here, like a stairwell going up to the top, but I also have some of these. So the main manufacturing is downstairs. We'll go and have a look at that in a few minutes. But let's go into the up here. Now there seems to be some glitchiness at the minute that's going on with the old update 8. It's kind of like seeing through stuff, which is a bit weird, but never mind. You do update 8, you do the experimental, then, you know, things can go wrong. So I've got some hypertubes here. I don't know whether I'll use all of them, but I thought I'd just, you know, rough out having some hypertubes. So this is effectively like the lift. Or if you're in America, the elevator. So you'll then come through this door. This is where I'm going to do, like, the stairway is through here. And I might even get rid of that, because there is an actual door that you can, like a big opening that you can have. And if this is like a railway station, and then I might have to make this a bit fancier. Now you'll see over here I've set up some stuff to do with getting the resources in, and again we've got like an underneath bit that we're going to be able to route stuff, so we don't have to have everything going across here. So this will effectively be a place that people could come in to be able to go down to the train station to then be able to go round to other places. There is stuff still upstairs. I got rid of some bits and pieces so that we can just make screws. That'll become apparent in a minute when I show you something in the main manufacturing bit. I refired back up the copper to make wire, and wire in here, cable in here, wire in there. Up there is still making copper sheets. I deleted some bits and pieces out of here in preparation to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So all of those plates and stuff, they're all gone. And we have unlocked everything apart from this one here, which is the current milestone, which is the jetpack. So, how have I gone about doing that? I hear nobody ask. Mostly because I can't hear any of you. Because I'm here and you're where you are. Anyway, so let's go and have a look downstairs on the main manufacturing floor. Now, be prepared. I have been busy-ish. I went in the wrong one. I went in the train station one. Oh, I just wanted to show off again. Okay. Okay, so you see I did lots more down here. And there we go. We have done things. So, how did I unlock the bits and pieces? This is how I did it. I unlocked the manufacturer, and then I set up manufacturers with boxes. That's it. Set up manufacturers with boxes and start just running it. Don't try and like lead belts here, there, and everywhere if you don't want to. Just set up a manufacturer and set up some boxes and then just chuck stuff in there. I mean, technically you could have like one or two boxes and a bunch of smart splitters if you really wanted to. So you guys were here when I did the basics of this, which is the refineries, and then what I did is I then started to play around with different materials and different things. So over in the steel factory we did like the asphalt, and then we had like a different colored foundation for stuff. Here I've gone a little bit fancier, so we've used the big metal pillars, and we did the trick where we take painted beam, we go along. Okay, go that way then. I really don't care, mate. there, and then it snaps to the end, and that's now on its side rather than going up and down. So painted beam, and then you can then snap the other one on. Starting to set up things like power switches, so I can turn the refineries on and off, that kind of thing. And also light control as well. And I'm trying to figure out a few bits and pieces on how to control like different stuff as well, because I've never used the light switches before, because I never really used lights. So, but pure iron ingot. This looks better at night time, but coming up, and you can see him. And I did the beam feature again, only I did 2 lower so I could attach the... You know what? I'm going to take us up there so that you guys can have a decent look at it and not just take my word for it. See, I'm incredibly gifted with the flight mode. So you can see I put a painted beam on the side, which gave me the snap point to put the power doofer on. And then that runs all the way along. And then I put another beam up the top, because I came up with the idea of sticking a beam in the middle. That was the perfect size to put a beam in the middle to shut it off like a wall. And then I put another beam up the top just to diffuse these lights. And I went with pink, because pink goes really well with aqua in my head. Probably doesn't. Probably people screaming at their television right now going, it hurts the eyes. But yeah. Showed one of my buddies the other day, Mikey, and he was like, it kind of looks like there's like a factory inside of a factory, which is exactly what I'm going for with this. I'm going for a factory inside of a factory. So this section here makes the iron ingots, and I want it to be separate to over here. So I said I was going to do the play around with Excel, and I did, and I came up with a thing. I meant to add it as one of my sources so that you could actually see it, but I didn't. Sorry. I'll try and do it for next time. So I then worked out what I needed in order for me to utilize all of this iron ore, all of the iron ingots, and then put it down. So I'm in the process of placing 87, I think it is, 87 constructors just for screws. Yeah, 87 constructors just for screws. Now, I can make this considerably easier because I have a blueprint in order to be able to do this. So I came up with a blueprint in order to do it. And this is the blueprint here. So I stopped at this point. I've laid some down because I wanted to understand what was it going to look like. Could I put walkways on it? What would that then feel like? So I placed a few down so I could then understand. I wanted to then do lights. So I've done lights up the top. I'm going to need to think of something to do with lights down the bottom here, which I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it. We may try and figure that out today. But yeah, so laying it down. So if I was to, I don't have enough, as it does test on a cable and the other one. Okay, no worries. So how did I do that? What do I actually have on me? I do have some bits on me. That's cool. Right. Let's land. And I said in the last episode that I was going to like build a couple of bits and pieces. So if we go and have a look at this over here. So we start here in the middle of a foundation and then we go over to one. So basically it takes up 4 foundations, but it's split as 3 full foundations and 2 halves in order, you know, for the bits on the outside. Well, how did I do that? On here, and also when I do this, it's considerably higher. So that's it on like on a floor, but it's higher up. So how do you do that? No problem, I says. So first and foremost, you want to you know what? I don't normally do like the flyy stuff, but it's easier for you guys to watch. So if you want to do like 3, because this is only 4 wide. Now you can start there going, you know, line it up there, 1, 2, 3, but then you can't put the thing on the outside. So you have the 3. And also in the Awesome Shop, there is a half foundation. So if I come over to the outside here. And of course I did the wrong size. So place foundation down. Now I'm OCD, as we all know, and I have to make sure that they're the right way around. But I can then do got a logistics. We do the floor hole. Well, if we do the conveyor splitter, so we'd play the splitter down, and then we would then get the constructor, and we line the constructor up. And the way that I lined it up was that it was like that. So not there, where it sticks too far out on the left hand side there. So just bring it back 1, so they're kind of like symmetrical on it, and then that allowed me to then do the floor hole and bits and pieces. And then what I did was I actually then deleted those, and it left the floor hole and the lift in situ, and then saved it as a blueprint. And that then allows me to do that. And now you can see the arrows as well, so you can see which way it's supposed to go. But that is that one. Now, I need to go and get some more materials. But I also, as well, we need to head over to get rubber and plastic. We need to go and get some motors, which is over in the steel location. But you'll see the one in the top right hand corner there. Well, not quite the top. The orange or the yellow one, where I need 50 of them. That is packaged fuel. We need to start making packaged fuel. Why do we need to start making packaged fuel? Well, because the milestone. So let's head over this way, because over here we have another pylon, so we get a good up close look at a pylon. You can see how it's kind of a foundation. Like if I was to squidge that back a bit, that would have then fitted onto the foundation. Over here. Empty that. So that is all of that fuel. But what we can do is, I don't have the materials for it, sod's law. We can now make residual fuel. Well, we've always been able to make residual fuel. But now we can also do packaged fuel. As I got a couple of hard drives, and one of them was alternative packaged fuel. So this is really, really, really useful, this one. So we have residual fuel here. So basically you take the heavy oil residue and then you make it into residual fuel. So you take 6 and it turns into the other bits and pieces. Now, this recipe adds water to it. So, what are we going to need to do? Number one, we're going to need water. So, the water that we are going to get, we are either going to bring some water up from down the bottom there, or we can bring it from over there. We're probably going to bring it from over there. Because we're going to need water anyway. We're going to be doing water. So, that's not a problem. What else we need is one of these. It's a packager. Now. Need that. And oh, you noticed from the last time I made this bigger. We had 2 nodes. We may as well. Right. So, gonna make a packager. So, packager. What does a packager do? Packages things. And unpackages them as well. So, in here, packaged fuel. You need 40 per minute fuel, and you need 40 per minute empty canister. So that is packaged fuel. And then there's an unpacking state, blah 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 blah. So this one, alternate packaged fuel, you'll have oil going in and then you'll have bottles of water. So that's a different recipe. So the packager, we're not going to be making packaged fuel. What we're going to be making, start off with, is packaged water. So 60 per minute packaged water. So you need 60 per minute water and 60 per minute empty canisters. So we're going to need to make some water bottles. So it starts getting complicated. Well, not really complicated. So we're going to need one of these, which I don't have any of the bits and pieces. So first and foremost, I need to go and get us some bits. Why did I get rid of this walk stairway? Okay. It's very dark down here. I called that the service level down there. Alright. Surface input. Right, we need cable and we need reinforced plate. Should have some in here. I've almost used up all of the reinforced plate that we had over the other side there. I'm gonna need those things, aren't I? I don't have any sneaky ones here, do I? No, I don't. Right, I need 50, so that's only one stack. Let's head over to the steel factory, go and get those rotors so I don't have to go and get them later on. I also need to figure out how I want to power all of the constructors in the pure iron factory. Let's get ourselves some packaged fuel, because then we can unlock the jetpack then. And then we've got the ability to kind of like fly about, deftly leap off tall buildings. I mean, we've always had the ability to deftly leap off tall buildings, but there is a very heightened risk of death. Oh, I also realised that I hadn't finished this place off, and needed to do the encased industrial like beam or pipe or whichever one. I ended up doing the pipe, and I stuck it here because one, I know I'm going to need some, and I hadn't decided on which route I was going to go. So you can see I'm making some now because we're on the last of what we made before. And I couldn't decide what I was going to do upstairs. So, and I didn't want to put stuff down because then I know I'd build round that what I put down. I wanted to come up with something that looks really cool on the top and then put the machines on the inside. So I just dumped those bits there until such a time as I can figure out what I want to do. Let's have a few more of those. And I'll just head back over to the other side. I really do like these pylons. They are very snazzy. As you can see, the kind of... I just chucked them down because I wanted to do power and I wanted to see what they were like. And get an idea of their size and their shape and stuff. And then come up with some ideas. And also see how it fitted in with the surroundings and stuff. Because I'm thinking about trying to maybe incorporate them somehow into the transit line. The more I think about it, the more I think maybe it should just run alongside. But yeah, I'm not 100% certain as to how that should look and, you know, what should go on. Right, let's put the bits in here that we need to put the bits in here for. Right, so now we just need to make the packaged fuel. So let's go and do that. Production. Got one water extractor down there. And then... Are we pausing again? We are. 1, 2, 3, 4. For argument's sake. So 4 refineries, and we'll need, say, 4 of them. So it looks like we're going to be able to do all of that. Awesome. So, main manufacturing. Service level. How much do I actually produce down here? Well, we don't have a lot of concrete, do we? Oh, wow. I didn't know that was a geezer there. What injured me? Did not know that was a geezer. Le boom. These guys only take the one. Right. Okay. So we are close enough there. We'll be able to run a water line all the way down here. Sweet. And then we need to run it up the side. Can we do on the side of here? Because there's a side piece. Pipeline. Oh, you can. Oh, that is sweet. Oh, nice. Right, how much are we producing here? So I'm producing 20. 10. So the other two are plastic, so that's 10. So if that's 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm producing 50. So I need 30. So I'll underclock one. Go into there. Cannot afford. Stackable doohickey. Stick it there. And stick it there. Pipeline between there and there. That one there. And then I'm just going to delete that just in case. And there. And then I want that on there, and noodle. That can get deleted. So can that. Perfect. How many water bowls do we need? We need 60. So we're going to need a 120 line. Want a merger. How much are you going to make? You're going to make 60, so I'm going to need another one of these. 60 packaged fuel. And industrial storage. Like that. And logistics. Into there like that. So we are now getting close to being cooking with gas. Only it's not gas, it's packaged fuel. You can live there. Right, I need a constructor. You can live there. And I want you to make empty canisters. So 30 plastic, and that'll make 60 canisters. I want to bring you to here. That's where I want to put you. I want to put you there and there. Do I? Yeah, I do. That's rubber. Don't want rubber. I want you. I can't remember whether the... No, because that's it. The packaged water and that. And then it uses that to create the packaged fuel. Yeah. I remember now. So this is going to create the... logistics, and if I go into conveyor splitter, you're not going to, are you? How much are you making? You're making 20 and I need 60. So actually I'm going to need to take all of you. So you're making 20, 20 and 20. And we need to bring you... Bring you over to here. And I will place you there like that, and you there like that. And then I'm going to need splitter. Like that. Could have gone a lot closer, but I want to. Like that. And I'm going to need merger. Need one more merger. Power line. You've got 4 on you already. You do not. Canister. Canister. And they're going to make so logistics go from there to there, there to there. And I need one of these. So put it here. 1, 2. 1. 1. there's not enough clearance. Okay. That is all coolio. Because I just do that. Whoa. Okay. So I'm doing it too close, maybe. So if I then get rid of that and that, and that and that. Around here. Jump up on here. And then production, packager. Let's just go there. And that one obviously there. Logistics. And then we will go that there. That there. Right. We don't need that bit on that side. I'm not going to come through that way that I thought I was going to, because I've decided that this route would be better. So one, two. Oh, run out. We could get some more concrete anyway. So then, if I then do merger going that way, and a merger going that way, and then I did. This is going to be 60. So then 3, 4, 1. And then Okay. So, oh, I'll hook these ones up. What's going on here? What is occurring? How many times am I going to have to place this? Is that now right? Okay. So then this is going to make the fuels. And I need power. Right. Logistics. That there. I'll have to do. I was kind of hoping it was going to do one of those, you know, fancy, kinky things. Right, so I need concrete and I now need... What do I need now? I need to call that water. And this needs to be water too. So now I just need to hook up the wall line. And paint these all blue. And now this is, now you're starting to see the reason why you paint your pipes. Because I now have 3 different types of pipe here. So one for the heavy oil residue, one for the crude oil, and one for the water. And if these were all coming in from exactly the same direction, then it gets like really quite messy. So I need concrete. So I just need to go up the top of here and grab the concrete, and then I will be able to go from there. So I placed, this is a truck stop, by the way. So you have like the arm here that comes out and then drops down and goes into the, and grabs out of the back, a bit like one of those grabby machines, grabbing a teddy bear. So you grab out, and then you have the back here, you have so stuff coming out of it and stuff going into it if you're going to take it somewhere else. And this one is a fuel, and you can put things like coal in there. You can put like packaged fuel. So this packaged fuel that I'm making now, that'll that could go into here and then power the trucks. And because it was such a short little hop, I was thinking about bringing plastic over from here down to there. But what I think I'll probably do is I think I shall bring packaged fuel from here. So I'll have a truck stop here, you know, probably round this. I'll like the packaged fuel is going to go into that box there for the time being. What I'll actually do is I'll belt it round somewhere, and also have an awesome sink here as well. So basically, I'll get a truck just literally going backwards and forwards from here, picking up the packaged fuel, taking it down to there, bang, goes into a box, and then the train will then take it to the main storage. So that will be that. Not sure why that is like that, but I can't fix it because I don't have any stuffs. So, head upstairs, go and get the bits, scur this input. It's not that one. This one, the one that's connected to the stuff. Get rid of that. I don't need them. What else can I get rid of? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bang, 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 bang. Oh. Have more space for more things because I unlocked some more pocket space. I think I unlocked pocket space with this one as well when I finish this one. Main manufacturing. And then service level. I've got so much space under here by doing this. Because it doesn't really make any difference to me that, you know, it seems like it's kind of like going into the foundation, because it's under here and nobody's ever going to see it. Well, apart from now, because you've just seen it. That's beside the point. I'm going to show you how to. I don't know whether I actually properly showed you or not how to do this. Like chopping a corner off, but I will show you. just not right now. Yoink. Power pole. Put you there. Power to power pole. Power pole. I want it to be a GUI 3 one. Assist with your fluttering. Power. Now we'll do like a proper job of this in the future. But for the time being, that will suffice. So this is going to do like 120. I think it does. But I only want 60. logistics, and we go with the pipe support. We do it there. So then that pipe would then run like that. Let's get this run over so I know exactly where we need to be. Oh, down to copper sheets as well now. How dare you? Grab some copper sheets and then we'll get this finished off. And then all we have to do is wait for 50 packaged fuel. And then we've got all of that unlocked. Do like the jetpack. Jetpack for like pretty much every like event other than if you're building. If you're building, then it is definitely the hover pack. As that is, yeah. I'm full of stuff. Don't want. Get rid of that. Hope that's enough. There is a mod that gives you like infinite pockets, pretty much, like absolutely enormous, humongous pockets. And yeah, I can see why streamers do it, because this whole backwards and forwards malarkey can get a little bit tiresome. It's even worse if you don't put enough, like later on. Like very often one of the first, well certainly the thing that I will do, so the first thing that I will do is I will build a train network to wherever it is I'm going to build. That means then I can take a train with me full of materials to then build, and if you get something wrong, like if you forget a certain thing and you've got to like go all the way back and you haven't yet built the train line, like the going back train line, and you just And you just got to go for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. You only try and make that mistake like once or twice though. Is this straight? No. It is. I are very impressed with myself. Right, that's where that goes. How's the pipe an invalid shape? Make it do the noodle thing. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that pump powered. I've used a Mark II pump. I just find it's easier to go a bit overkill when it comes to liquids. So I have a tendency to power. Logistics. We're gonna do the thing. Is it gonna send it up there? Oh, I think we may have done it. says. Coming up that bit. And there's expanding. And now there's expanding. And then, yes. Yes. All very exciting stuff. Right. That, and that, and that. And we'll run back up here. And then we will paint the other things. Ah, it got a bit kinky, didn't it? So I did that one. Is it getting the water? It's all kinky and all, isn't it? Slowly coming. I really have made an absolute pig's ear of this. Should have gone down there. All over the shop. Oh well. This is not the final product of this. I'll do this considerably nicer. Right now I just want the bits. That's pumping away. If I delete that and then go power line to there, feed that, and then logistics. I mean, this is complete and utter overkill. Power. What are you doing up there? See, that'll start filling up in a minute. With water. See, it's getting wider. Which means it's filling up. See? Got water going in. So I mean, this will start, and then we've got the packaged fuel already. Special. Delete that. Put it in the bin. I need one of them. I need it further back. Because what I need is a splitter. Stick that there. And then logistics belt. Belt. Two. And here we'll stick a merger just in case we need it. And what do we need to do? Power. Let's power that. And then we can be eating that as well as splitting that. And we've got enough there already that we already picked up that we can then just stick in there, because this recipe makes an absolute ton of these. So in no time this will have, you know, we'll have a full box of these. So and then we can earn some tickets. In fact, how many tickets do we actually have? 9. Happy days. Right, let's go and turn this in, and then we can spend our tickets. We can get something new and shiny. I sworn I went to jump over that a minute ago. So you can see the pylon here, what I meant by you've got a thing at the bottom. So you've got a connection point at the bottom there. And then you've got the ones at the top. So this will continue our power through down there. But I'll create a layer to like link the oil, because that's like 2 normal nodes. So that only produces like, yeah, 60 oil. So I could link that together to just into one pipe, and it wouldn't be as spread out as it is like this. So I'll come back and redo this. But we have packaged fuel. So let's go and turn this in for the jetpack, and we'll get the jetpack, we'll get some more pocket space, and then we shall fill up on materials, and we'll concentrate on the pure iron factory. Surface input. Right. Boom.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and has
It's awfully nice of you.
which operates on oil-based fuel for increased navigational capabilities as well as odds of survival.
So So they say it's on oil-based fuel, but that has changed in this update. Where is the jetpack? If you're a jetpack, where'd you be? You'd be there. And I need circuit boards. I'm making circuit boards downstairs. Let's quickly go and... Unless, of course, I can make a circuit board here. Circuit boards. How many do I need? 15. Make 15 circuit boards. Jetpack. Jetpack. And jetpack goes on the back. And now we can fly. Sweet. How much space do we get in the pockets? A huge amount, but what does this take? So we've got 2,000 concrete, we've got that, 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 and we've got that. That's a decent amount. Got a decent amount of everything, so we can do some bits. Main manufacturing. Zoom. Lethod. There, wouldn't it? Okie dokie. I think I brought it up one. Because it was neater. There's the full one. That's it. Here it is. Now, doing this one is way easier. Because I click it like that and then hit blueprint mode. And then just turn it so it's going the right way. And there we go. We are like bang on. Oh, I got all designery, didn't I? actually, that isn't horrendous, because I was wondering how I was going to make that look like it's the beam look like it's connected to something. So maybe that is my answer, is to do that, because I think over here I've got it like this, whereas I don't really like the look of that. With it being one lower though, we would have to get rid of those. But that's not dreadful, that's not horrendous. And I could leave the ones above, because then I could go foundations, go the inverted foundation, and then it would be it's the 2 meter inverted foundation, like this. And I wouldn't see it on the other side. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know. Yeah. Do I want to be on the other? And then do the inverted ramp thing again. To create depth. And this would then give me the capability of doing some kind of a light situation. And I could still potentially go the 2 high on the windows back here. Couldn't I? And then there is actually a corner piece that I could put into there. Don't have it unlocked at the minute, but we were going to go and have a look at unlocking some stuff. Actually, no, I think... No. I do like that though. Maybe if I... open up for as much light as possible. Yeah. Feeling the love. And this is exactly why I do a few bits ahead of schedule, because I flit around all over the place. It's just how my brain functions. So if it drives you nuts, I apologise. Sort of. Oh, this looks wicked. We need those inverted things. Let's go. We'll definitely be able to buy them because we've got 10 tickets. We need them. They are going to make our lives like literally sexual. Surface. I don't know why am I running up the top? I could just literally make one. No, because I don't have screws on me. That's why. That's that. Haha. That's the reason. Foundations, inverted corner pack, and we have 10 tickets and we can buy both of these. These will be next, so that's 9. So management, we just need to buy the wall outlets. I probably need to do a bit more on organization, floodlights. Oh, wall-mounted floodlight. That could be how we address the light situation. Okay, cool. I've never seen any understanding for these. We'll buy them anyway, because, you know, reasons. Foundations, we literally just need 2 more. And I'm going to try and utilize these to try and make some really cool train things. I've been wanting to do it for ages, and I think now is the time to be able to do it. We need some of these slopey bits and tilted walls and the gates very much. So the gate hole, that's what I was referring to way earlier on beforehand. Well, I'll show you my idea for that kind of stuff. This will be essential for doing the train line type situation, due to the fact that it has like a really low profile because you can see through it. So therefore it looks light, but it's obviously can support stuff. And I like that sort of, you know, Wild West bridge train line type potentiality that you could do with that. Obviously the corner stuff and the roofs, because with that you get you get glass. Not a big fan of these walkways, but I will get them because there are a time and a place. The stairs are horrendous. Don't even waste your time. Don't know why they're in the game. Customizer. We need the glass roof. What do we need for that? So we need to unlock in silica. Basic steel production. The hub tier 3. Okay. Tar roof, they look cool. Arrows and stuff. This is thing that I miss. I miss being able to run around with that because it fascinates me how the liquid doesn't fall out. It just makes me laugh. Yeah. So let's go and finish off the other bits. So here we've got the inverted corners and the base corners and some other... Oh, there's the inverted corners. Yes. Yeah, it's this one I want. It's that one there. Right, let's go. Oh, this is another thing that I did. I just created like a foundation-y thing to do the concrete. So I'll route the concrete to like wherever it's going to go. So where the other concrete comes in. And then I was thinking of like, I was going to put a splitter. But I have a feeling like splitter will just look rubbish and it'll cut through everything, and I don't like the idea of it of that. So hence why I've got the underneath bit. So I'll try and run that underneath down here. So like to see how we've got this. I could probably do a wall behind there and then utilize this bit inside of here for additional routing of stuff. So yeah. Main manufacturing. Okay. Right, you and you go bye-byes. And we want foundations. And we want inverted corner. Is that it? Yes. That looks sick. Now, I reckon that this is massively overkill. And also, it doesn't want to go in it. But it would be massively overkill, I reckon. And would take away from the really cool, sharp looking... I'll need to see what it looks like at night time because of, you know, how bad it looks or how good it looks or looks. Hang on. Foundations. Third corner. Third corner. Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 and more yes. This is going to look awesome. Even if I do say so myself. Like that. Like that. Hey Chris, how you going? Good morning or good evening. I'm really late this morning. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Good to see you. I'm really enjoying the way this looks. Might need to go out one more. Maybe. Don't know. We shall see. But then that like that, that looks awesome. And then that goes like that. Yep. Awesome. Right. 2-meter foundation. And then that's going to be the inverted. That's going to be the inverted. Hang on. That's because why is that like that? Something here doesn't make sense and I don't understand it. So that goes up. And that one's supposed to go up, isn't it? That's better. Thanks, Chris. What's going on with your internet, do you know? Ooh, computers. So that's where the thing is. That should not be there. Should be here instead. Done it again. Well, I don't have Lumen turned on, Chris. But what I might do is I could potentially replace this in the future with, if I change the material and go coated concrete. So it looks a little bit darker, but you can see it is actually, so it's got like a sheen to it. So you can see there, it's got a shine to it. And I could put that in here. And what I could do is I could actually, rather than, organization, they won't run. what happens if I go like this then? Can I attach it to that? I can't turn it. But I could add it like that. And I think I've shown before with signs, you can change everything. So if I come over here, one of these signs I'm not using. That one. So if I get rid of that, get rid of that, change that, and now you have, now you just have a light. But if I change this to being just white and change the emission strength, now it's a light. So I could, in the upper part, do this, and then like that, and then choose a color, and then that effectively could light the whole area. Yeah, maybe. Like, I want to see what it's like when it turns dark, to see how dark it is down here. But maybe the change of that, like lights, we have a street light, which doesn't snap up here, and I don't have enough in order to do it. But that's your street light, but it won't snap. You've got your ceiling light, which is that monstrous thing. And then there's two other lights that are available. There's a massive big floodlight, and then there's a wall floodlight. And it might be a case of that I need to try and incorporate a wall floodlight somewhere in order to give some light down here. Or we just go with the thing of it's dark down here. The other thing I could do is doing signs like this to say what the machine is doing, and then turn up the light on that a little bit so that it's a little bit brighter down here by just having signs. That's something that I might do as well, but we'll just have to see and see how dark it is or or not. But I really like the way that the this ceiling goes. Really very cool. That's how it goes, isn't it? No, no, that's not how it goes at all. Yeah, fingers crossed. Right, that's enough of doing that bit there, because I'm going to need to get rid of all of this before I can do any more. So I've run out of encased industrial beams on there. Like eventually, I'm pretty sure I worked out I was going to have 4 of these doing encased industrial beams, and computers will be a factory that's like hot footing it very soon, because I'm going to need computers for doing locomotives. And also the stations and the signals, and we'll need quite a lot of like the path signals and stuff, and we need the heavy modular frames for almost everything to do with train stations other than the railway. So there's a number of factories that we need to get going with. And I'm fighting the temptation to stick a lot here. But I'm probably going to need to, like the computer manufacturer, I'll probably need to keep that somewhere with that box set up, just to keep us in computers until I can find a location that I want to put that. Which I've got 2 choices. I can either put it up here, so I can make a big plastic factory up there and put a computer factory somewhere, or I can make a plastic factory down here. Now here might not be a horrendous idea because I can get Caterium wire. I can get Caterium from down here. And you need plastic, cable, screws, and circuit boards. Pretty sure. We have... Oh no, we just have the basic one. So we need plastic, we need copper. Oh, that's AI limiters. Yeah. So we need plastic and we would need copper and iron in order to make our own screws for that location. So don't know much about iron in that location. There is somewhere there that has oil. I'm intrigued now. I don't know why we came up here. Why did we come up here? Oh, look at that. Dirty great big spider. I'll blow up the fart rocks another day. It could be a job I can do off camera. But I'm sure there's oil up here, up towards the desert. And as we're going this way anyway, this might be a good location. It still wouldn't matter whether I want to make up here plastic or down on the Gold Coast plastic. Because it would mean I'd be self-contained. Spider? Love this area of the map. So, we have oil here, so we have normal, normal, and impure. Got limestone up here. But I need copper and iron. So, iron. Where are you? 240, 280. So 200 meters away. Which would suggest it's just over here. It is. We have plenty of iron. What's this over here? Iron. Right, and now where is copper? Hundred and... Oh, that is copper. Oh, sweet. I looked at it and went, oh, it's iron. No, it's copper. I have everything I need right here. So I can make my own plastic there. Plastic and the copper sheets then get mixed to make circuit boards. I need plastic for computers as well. And then I need screws. He says, is that all I need? Is that really all I need for computers? Screws, plastic, cable. So I need to make copper sheets and I also need to make cable. Okay. So I'd need to possibly overclock that. Because that's a normal, if I put a Mark II on it, I'll make 120, but if I overclock it, it makes 240. And yeah, that would, I'd be able to make like loads on 240. Well. New map. Select icon. It's going to be a factory. Select image. Select color. We will have... We'll have garish pink. And what's it going to be called? Computer Factory. I move out of the way and go like that, and I'm still over the thing. So then up here can then be like power or plastic, whichever one we choose. And then down here can then be power or plastic again, whichever one we choose. I know down here, I think it's this one. There's a load of coal down there, so I might want to make another steel factory down here, maybe. Bauxite will be up here. I've got coal there. I've got a coal power plant there. Yeah. Coming along nicely, I think. Well, I'm going to end slightly early due to the fact I am insanely hungry. As I've been off all day today, which means I've been playing computer games and not paying any attention to anything else. Death, dying. So yeah, do some kind of computer factory. I think I might make it there. But what I'll do is I'll do the train station coming through, and then I'll make like the computer factory as if it's straddled over the top of it. So there'll be a train station there, and then the computer factory will be like it's straddled over the top of it. Yeah. So there'll be like an in and an out, and it'll split off going into the in and out, and it'll shake it all about. Probably not. Or I might just have the one train station there, and it does in and out. Maybe. No, we'll see. But for more Satisfactory will be Friday. And on Friday, my plan on Friday, because I am going to try and attempt to stop my bouncing around all over the place. It's Kill Jim. So yeah, on Friday, my plan is not to bounce all over the place, but to finish off the pure iron factory. We have made a very rudimentary and basic packaged fuel. No, I'll be able to make cable, Chris, over here. Because I've got a copper node here. It's only a normal one, but I'll overclock it so it's like it's a pure one. And the pure one that I tapped in the steel factory made so much. I've got so much wire there. It's ridiculous. I'm just sinking it all. So if I take another look at what do circuit boards, so it's 2. So I literally, because I don't need the wire for anything, I'll just turn all of the wire into what wire I make, I'll make it into cable. Computers. Need like 10 cable. And to make cable is 2 wire. And I need like 1 copper ingot in order to do that. So I'll be able to make I'll be able to do everything from here. So for the computers, I'll be able to make the circuit boards because that is plastic and copper sheet. I'll be able to make the cable because it's from the same copper node. The plastic, we're making plastic anyway in order to make the circuit boards because that's with the oil over my right shoulder. And then the screws, there's tons of iron over here. So I'll be able to make all the screws that we ever need just from these nodes here. See, this is that's a pure, probably able to do it just from the pure, to be honest. And that's a pure, so I've got 2 pure iron nodes. I'll be able to make more cable than it'll. And what's more is, actually, now that I come to think of it, this one, I overclock this so it becomes a pure. So that's 240 per minute and make it all into copper sheets because that's a copper node. I turn one of these into screws. I turn the other one into iron wire, and then I turn the iron wire into cable. That's what I'll do. So I'll utilize both of these, all 3 of these, in order to create those. And then I've got 2 normal and an impure 2 normal and an impure oil over here. And if necessary, I can overclock these to get more out of them. So normal, that's an impure back. Oh, hello. Another impure, so 3 normal effectively. So that'll be 60, that's 90. That's double what we've got at the other side. So refinery, out of the way, dude. Yeah, whatever. So that's 40 fuel, 30 polymer resin. Need to figure out and maybe go and see if we can maybe pop a few more things. What's the steamed one? 22.5 and that makes 22. Dude, seriously. So 20 and that makes 10. Here we go. Here we go. So 20 copper ingots makes 10 copper sheets. Well, if I use in a refinery 22.5 copper ingots and I add a bit of water, then that's 22.5 copper sheets, and I just need to pipe water in. That's not that hard. It's not that hard because I'm going to have a train line coming through here. So worst case scenario, I set up a place to either bottle water and bring in bottled water, or I have a train that just brings in water. I mean, that is a no-brainer, that is. Oh yeah, this will work. This location will definitely work for... Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Yes. So we can do computers here. So we're going to make computers here. Over here where we've got that, like that in that area there, that's where we've got our pure iron. We're going to get that finished on Friday. And then if we can get that finished on Friday, we get that all the way up to the making the heavy modular frames. We'll be making the heavy modular frames. We can then tick along and make a few more computers so that we can put train stations down, stuff like that, and then we can then get onto the computer factory. And we're then going to want to make a like a copper factory, which we might look at doing in the pure iron factory. We might look at doing, but it's not copper as in all of the different copper stuff. It will literally be circuit boards and AI limiters. Because a byproduct will make wire and copper and stuff as byproducts and bits and pieces. We don't need to make a lot. Like we don't per se need a specific factory for those things. Like the pure iron factory is not making a huge amount of rods or a huge amount of plates. It's making what is required for the heavy modular frame. And all we'll need to do is literally just find a little iron node somewhere, and we can set up for making, you know, if we want some extra frames or something to be able to do stuff, then that won't be a problem. I've found in the past that I've ended up with a factory making rods and plates, and it ends up getting turned off after you get a certain way down the line, because you just don't need those things in the volumes you need in the earlier game, but not that you need a lot in the early game either. So Friday, plan of attack, finish the pure iron factory. I'll make sure I've got all the bits and pieces that I need in order to do that and get that all finished off. I'll calculate what I need. And I'll make myself up some things like crystal oscillators and stuff like that as well, so we can play around with some signs, and we'll see what we can do in terms of doing something cool with looks and, you know, signs as lights and bits and pieces like that. So thank you very much for watching, everybody that watched. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It'll let you know when I go live, which is Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Hit that like button. It's free. Massively helps me out. Helps me get recognised by other people, and then we can have more people coming and watching. And the more people that we watch, that watch my stuff, the more I have the potential of earning, and everything that I earn effectively goes back into the channel. So buying different equipment, buying better stuff for my PC, and that ultimately gives you a better viewing quality of stuff. I have a Discord, link is in the description below. Come and join, it's free. Come and hang out, chat with different people. Wednesday will be Diablo 4. So yeah, until Wednesday for Diablo 4, or if you're a Satisfactory fan, on Friday. Until then, take care of yourselves and see you then.